The first lesson for aviation physics is conversion of units. So for conversion of units, we have the standards of length, mass, and time. So length, mass, and time are the basic quantities in physics. All other quantities are based from these three quantities. For example, we have velocity or speed. Usually, if you see speed limits on highways or expressways, you will see them in units of kilometers per hour. So if you will analyze it, kilometers is a unit of measure for length or distance, whereas R is a unit of measure for time. So taking from this unit, velocity is also equal to the length divided by the time. So which is these two are the basic quantities. Okay, all other quantities like density, speed, acceleration are also based on these three basic quantities. So for conversion of units, we have two systems of measurement. The first one is the System International. This is the committee that established what we call the SI system in 1960, or what is most popularly known as the metric system. So usually yun yung tawag natin sa kanya, metric system. So in the metric system or the SI system, the units for length, mass, and time are meter, kilogram, and second respectively. So, yung SI system, sinimulan to sa Europe, and here in the Philippines, ito din yung sinusundan natin. Whereas, the second system is known as the British engineering system. So, the British engineering system was used or is used up until now in the United States. And we know it also as the conventional system, or it is most known as the English system. The difference between the English and the metric system is that for the English system, the units for length, mass, and time are foot, slug, and second respectively. So they are different in the standard units for the standard or the basic quantities. So the reason why you need to know both of these systems is, of course, here in the aviation industry, hindi naman lahat ng ginagamit nyo is in one system only. For example, we have what we call the vernier caliper. So the vernier caliper, actually, we have two kinds of this. One comes in inches and one comes in millimeter. So for example, you got used to using the millimeter. Tapos, nagkaroon kayo ng bagong stock ng tools sa company, tapos yung dumating inches. Or lumipat ka ng company, lumipat ka ng job, tapos inches yung meron nila. How can you use the vernier caliper? Of course, you can do that by converting the inches to millimeter. So, kung alam nyo yung conversion, di magagamit nyo ng maayos yung vernier caliper. Kung hindi kayo marunong mag-convert, hindi kayo makakapag-adjust. For example din, yung mga skins, or meron kayong dalawang materials na pagdudugtong. Tapos, mineasure nyo siya in centimeters, yun yung given, centimeters. Tapos, yung gagamitin yung bolts, yung size niya ay alam nyo, ay indicated ay in inches. So, paano nyo malalaman kung sasakto yung bolt nyo na ilalagay dun sa materials na yun? So, you need to know how to convert from one system to another. So, for the SI system, we have what we call the standard prefixes. So, when you say standard prefixes, from the word prefixes, we add them before unit. So, for example, we have meter. So, we add prefixes before the standard unit. That's why we have measurements such as kilometer, millimeter, centimeter. So, these are used to denote various powers of 10. Kasi pagdating sa metric system, usually we comes in the powers of 10. 10, 100, 1,000, 1 million. So, para hindi magkamali, for example, if you will write 100 million in numbers and then you put meters, 100 million meters. Sometimes, when you're in a hurry, you will be writing like that. Tapos, kulang pala yung zero. Diba? Mas mahirap. It will make a huge difference kahit isang zero lang yung mawala. So, to prevent that mistake, ang ginagawa na lang natin is we add a prefix before the standard unit. So, these are the powers of 10. And then we have the prefixes. So, pati negative values, for example, for negative values, we have 0.0000001. So, you will count the zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it means this we will have 1 or 10 times 10 raised to 6. Negative 6 because it's a decimal. So we will know that this is also equivalent to 10 micrometer. Because we only have negative 6, not negative 7. So, we will leave 1 0 there. So, we have 10 micrometers. So, ganun gumamit ng prefixes. For the positive values naman, all you need to do is count the zeros. So, for example, we have 100 million meters. You just count the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since walang raised to 8, this can be 100 and then 6 megameters. So, ganyan gumamit ng prefixes. And then, for conversion of units, of course, these are the conversion factors standard that we're going to use here in aviation physics. So, for length, ito lang naman yung hindi familiar, difference between statute mile and nautical mile. So, for statute mile, you usually use this on land. So, kapag merong mga speed limits, ganyan, yung mga distances sa land, statute miles, yan, normal miles. Ang nautical mile is ginagamit for aircraft distances. So, usually nautical miles yung makikita. Kasi for aircraft, we use a unit called knots. So, knots is also equal to nautical mile per hour. So, ganyan yung speed usually ng aircraft. That's why you need to know the difference between the statute mile and the nautical mile. So, you have to remember all of this for you to be able to convert easier. So, pag memorize nyo to, alam nyo na kagad na ganito yung conversion unit from one unit to another. So, we have what we call dimensional analysis. So, dimensional analysis is the study of relationships between physical quantities with the help of their dimensions and units. So, we use dimensional analysis in order to convert a unit from one form to another. So, for example, we have the metric system unit. We can convert it to the English system unit and vice versa. Pwedeng baliktad. So, dimensional analysis makes use of the fact that dimensions can be treated as algebraic quantities. Okay, this is an example of dimensional analysis. So, you will multiply the original value that you were converting with a conversion factor na equal sa kanila. So, ganun. In this case, we are going to convert seconds to minutes. So, we are going to include that 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Okay, we have here examples for dimensional analysis. The first example is convert 4 feet to centimeters. So, we have 4 feet, and then we are going to convert it to centimeter. If you look closely here in our given conversion factors, wala naman tayong direct conversion from feet to centimeter. So, what we have to do is convert first from feet to inches and then inches to centimeter. So, we're going to use 2 conversion factors. So, how are we going to do that? Okay. We have given 4 feet. Then, multiply it by the first conversion factor, which is 1 foot is 12 inches. since ang feet, kapag walang denominator, usually, your denominator is 1. So here, para makancel natin yung feet, you have to put 1 foot sa baba para makancel to. And then, yung 12 inches, lagay natin sa taas. So now, we have 12 inches. Since we are going for the centimeter unit, need to multiply it again by another conversion factor, which is inches to centimeter. So we have 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. Okay, the reason why sa baba yung inches para makancel din siya. So all you need to do now is get the final answer. So since lahat ng nasa taas, i-multiply natin. So we have 4 times 12 times 2.54. Tapos, yung mga nasa taas, divided by everything ng nasa baba. So since 1 lang naman lahat ng nasa baba, it does not really matter. So, what you have to do is multiply 4 times 12 times 2.54 and you will get the answer, which is 121.92 centimeters. So that's how you use dimensional analysis in converting from one unit to another. Okay, another example, we have convert 1 statute mile to meters. So we're converting 1 statute mile to meters. Looking again at our conversion factors here, we do not have a direct conversion from statute mile to meters. So we can convert statute mile to kilometer and then kilometer to meter. Or we have another way, which is we can convert statute mile to feet and then feet to meter. So we have two ways. So let's try the first way. Tingnan natin kung pareho lang yung magiging sagot. So the first way is that we will convert the statute mile to kilometer and then kilometer to meter. So we're given 1 statute mile, and then let's get the conversion factor multiplied by 1 statute mile is 1.61 kilometers. You can cancel miles, then matitira yung kilometers, so multiply it again by the conversion factor. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. Cancel kilometers, you will get meters. So again, you just multiply everything na nasa taas. 1 times 1.61 times 1,000, you will get the answer 1,610 meters. This is your final answer. And then for way number 2, let's try if we will get almost the same answer. This will not be exactly the same because we have decimal places. So, if ni-round up, tas pareho naman, okay lang yun. So, let's try 1 mile. Then, multiplied by the first conversion factor, mile to feet. So, again, lalagay natin sa baba yung mile para makancel siya. And then, write the conversion to feet. We have 5,280 feet. And then, convert feet to meter. We have 3.28 feet is equal to 1 meter. Cancel feet, and then we will arrive to a meter. So, if you will try to solve this, you will get the answer of 1,609.76 meters. Okay. These are both correct. Kapag ni-round off mo naman to the nearest tens, the whole number, 1,610. Okay. Let's have worded problems for dimensional analysis. Okay. The first one is Jefferson spent 3.5 hours in reviewing for his quiz. How long is that in seconds? So we have a given when you have worded problems, the first thing that you always have to do is label your given. Para hindi na kayo magkamali. Diba, ang hirap naman kapag walang label sa umpisa, pwede kayong malito, tas magkamali. O diba, sayang yung effort yung pagsagot. So, again, the first thing that you have to do is label your given. So, we have 3.5 hours. So, sabi niya, we need to convert that in seconds. So, just multiply it by the conversion factor. For time, we have these conversion factors to remember. So, we are going to use this conversion factor, which is 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. So, just put the conversion factor again sa baba yung R para ma-cancel. And then 3,600 seconds, cancel R. All you have to do is multiply 3.5 multiplied by 3,600. You will get the answer 12,600 seconds. Next, a cheetah, the fastest animal on Earth, can run to a maximum speed of 88.1 feet per second. How fast is this in kilometers per hour? So we're given 88.1 feet per second and our goal unit is kilometer per hour. So ito, dalawa na yung convert nating units because we have two units in one value. So we have 88.1 feet per second and then we need to convert this to kilometer per hour. So, dalawa yung co-convert natin. So first, of course, we need to convert feet papuntang kilometer. So, ito muna yung gagawin natin. And then later on, we can proceed to convert seconds to hour. So, for feet to kilometer, ang pwede natin gawin to convert this is we use two conversion factors. Wala namang diretso. So, we can use feet to meter and then meter to kilometer. Okay, for 88.1 feet per second, multiply the first conversion factor which is 3.28 feet is equal to 1 meter. Cancel feet. And then, papuntang kilometer, so we get another conversion factor which is this one. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So, 1,000 meters sa baba para makancel yung meters. And then 1 kilometer. There. We arrived to the kilometer. But, hindi pa tayo tapos because we still need to convert seconds to hour. So, again, you will multiply another conversion factor which is, since nasa baba po yung second, put the second sa taas para makancel siya. So, we have 3,600 seconds is 1 hour. So, makakancel yung nasa baba since ito nasa taas. If ilalagay kasi natin sa baba yung second, magiging siyang second squared kasi you will multiply both of the units. So, kailangan lagi siyang opposite dun sa kina-convert mo, yung conversion factor mo. Okay? Then, you can proceed to solving or multiplying lahat and dividing. So, since ito, 88.1 times 1 times 1 times 3,600 all over 3.28 times 1,000. So, magiging ganito siya. 88.1 times 3,600 all over 3.28 times 1,000. So, the final answer you will get is 96.70 kilometers per hour. So, this is how you use dimensional analysis in usual worded problems for conversion of units. Next problem is the land area of Adeline's house is 225 square meters. What is this in square feet? Okay, this is just a basic conversion of units. So, we're given 235 square meters. In this case, ang pagkakaiba naman, units are squared. So, you are given 235 square meters. So, your unit is raised to 2. So, if i-convert natin siya papuntang square feet, so this should look like this, square feet. Kung titignan nyo yung mga conversion factor natin dito, wala tayong naka-square na conversion factor. So, what you have to do is, you need to square the whole conversion factor para maging square yung unit. What do I mean by that? For example, we're going to convert this. Of course, you need to multiply it by a conversion factor, which is 1 meter is 3.28 feet. So, if you will just multiply by this, na mag-isa, ang makakancel dito, makakancel to, pero may matitira pa tayong meter kasi this is squared. So, it's also equal to meter times meter. So, isang meter lang yung makakancel. Meron pang matitira isa. So, kung iisipin nyo, pwede, multiply pa tayo ulit ng 3.28 feet over 1 meter para makancel ulit yung meter. Tapos, magkakaroon tayo ng feet squared kasi feet times feet. So, we have feet squared. Or, mas mabilis, you have 235 square meters multiplied by a conversion factor which is 3.28 feet over 1 meter. And then, just raise the whole conversion factor by 2. So, you will distribute the square sa lahat ng value sa loob ng parenthesis. So, all you have to do is now 235 multiplied by 3.28 squared, since in-square nga natin, you will arrive to the answer 2,528.22, and then your unit is square feet, since eto magiging meter squared. Pag na-distribute na to, makakancel tong buo. And then you will get feet squared or square feet. So, this is the final answer. So, in the case naman, kapag cubic, for example, we have the volume of a swimming pool is 307 cubic meters. It's the same process as nung kanina. The only difference is that, imbis na isi-square natin yung conversion factor, you will cube it. So, we have 307 cubic meters. And then just multiply it by the basic conversion factor. 1 meter is 3.28 feet. And then just cube the whole conversion factor. So, i-distribute natin yung cube sa lahat. This will become 307 multiplied by 3.28 cube. And then, pag naging cube yung meters, makakancel yung cubic meter dito. And then, we will have a unit of cubic feet, which is our goal. So, just multiply this one. You will get the answer, 10,833.28 cubic feet. So, those are the examples for conversion of units. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye!